Up next, Erinn Egbert from season 8 of The Biggest Loser.
I really do want to talk about how you lost weight. I want you to
All right.
tell us, some of the things that you really do, because the people that are watching want to know that. They see you, they're inspired, but at the end of the day, they're watching right now because they want to know exactly what you did so they can replicate it. Okay. Before we do that, this big study came out 2016 in May. There was this big deal. There was a scientist from the NIH that studied all of the people from season 8, the season that you were being, competing for. Mm-hmm. And here was the big shocker from that study, that all of the people in that study, number one, their metabolisms dropped precipitously. I mean, all the way down. I mean, it plummeted, came to a screeching halt in every one of the people who were losing weight. But that most of the people, 6 years later, had regained a very large amount of the weight that they'd lost, except you. Yeah. Yeah. Turned out the people who didn't do so well got the most coverage on TV. I'm like, what are we talking about? Here she is. Her metabolism came to a screeching halt too.
Honestly, I really didn't even look into the whole demographics of it. I was like, because I felt it, I was like, this is really hard.
It's hard, yeah.
And it's hard to keep off because even if I slacked for like the least little bit, I could see regain of weight instantly.
Okay.
Instantly.
Were you hungry? Were there times, because this was the beginning of things.
Okay, so when I first tried out for The Biggest Loser, because as you all know, I did not go onto the ranch.
You were not on the ranch.
I was not on the ranch.
Yeah.
America chose another contestant to go onto the show. I did not go on the show.
So I think that might have been the wrong choice.
So
look at what she's done. Okay. Right.
So essentially, when I was 237 pounds plus, yes, I was hungry. I had like a bottomless pit. Those are the times where I would overeat just because I couldn't have enough of it, whatever it was. Or the fact of eating to where, my problem was I was eating to where I was miserable. Food is addiction.
Then you felt guilty.
When I was 237 pounds, I did not feel guilty. Because that was like my norm. I'm like, I'm a big girl. This is kind of like what I do.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel guilty at all.
You didn't know anything different, even from a young age.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything different. Like I said, I didn't have that proper upbringing of, what is good and what is bad when it comes to food. Looking at the old stuff I used to eat when it comes to like cookies and cakes, because dessert is my weakness. That is, I could care less about pasta and bread. I don't care.
Yeah.
But any kind of sweets, that was my jam.
It's important for people to understand what to expect. And when I coach patients, I tell them, you have to manage your expectations, but there's two ways to look at expectations, really. It's, how do you set a goal expectations, like what am I, going to accomplish? Or what to expect to happen to me as I'm going through the process.
Right.
So you really have to, if you want to lose significant amounts of weight and keep it off like you've done for as long as you've done it, you've got to expect at some part of this journey to be hungry. Question.
Right. Okay.
How did you get through the hunger?
I would do 6 small meals a day, and I would separate them every 2 hours. So I had on my phone every 2 hours, it literally said eat.
Yeah.
So, and now what I did was it was a vegetable and a protein. Essentially, in the morning, I would have a half a cup of oats, plain, steel cut or regular cut, whatever, doesn't matter. And then I would do egg whites. And then 2 hours later, I would do half a cup of sweet potato and then 3/4 cup of chicken. 2 hours later, I would do a cup of broccoli and then 3/4 cup either chicken or fish, any kind of lean protein. And I did this for essentially, 6 months. And that's when I got my leanest.
And you did that same thing every day.
Every day.
On the hour, you didn't miss.
I did not miss.
Did you cheat at all?
No, not during that period.
No sweets in there?
No sweets
None.
in there. None.
How
No.
long did you do that?
I did that essentially for 4 months.
4 months you did that.
And I got the leanest I've ever gotten.
When you say leanest, you mean the most weight loss or the leanest as in body fat too?
Body fat too.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much had you lost by that time?
At that point, that was my 115.
115 at that
pounds
point.
at that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And we actually have a picture. Yeah, that was my
This
leanest.
is your leanest.
That was July 4th of 2015.
Did you think about metabolism?
I didn't think about metabolism at all. To be quite honest, I forgot about it. I've remembered that, I did a bunch of crazy tests and stuff like that whenever I was at the finale for The Biggest Loser, but then I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, forgot about it. Because that wasn't even in the
right.
floor of
And
your mind.
when the NIH,
what is it anyway?
And then when the NIH was getting a hold of me, I was like, wait, what? This is here.
Because a lot of people blame or use metabolism without understanding it really as a reason why they are not losing weight. You're a testament to how, and it doesn't have to be true, but we've got to start focusing on the things that really work for people. There's a scientist from Boston that commented in a New York Times article. What he said was, this is a subset of the most successful dieters. If they don't show a return to normal metabolism, what's the hope for the rest of us? Now, what does that make you think?
That's such bullshit.
Yeah, right? What do you say to somebody who says there is no hope for losing the kind of weight that you've lost?
There is hope.
Yeah.
But it's a constant battle. You're going to fight for it, and you're going to fight for it every single day.
You fight for it even today?
Even today, right now.
Yeah.
I did this morning.
Yeah. You're not battling the hunger now.
No, I'm not battling any hunger.
The hunger is over.
The hunger is over. We are past that point.
When did the hunger go away? When did the hunger become not an issue anymore?
I guess essentially the hunger started fading away once I started losing, and my stomach became smaller, little by little, and you just start getting used to the amount of food that you put yourself on, like the plan that you put yourself on.
So, and the reason why I bring that up is because there's another one of the doctors who was quoted in this New York Times article that was citing the study that you were a part of. It says, the only way to maintain weight loss is to be hungry all the time.
Well, that's bullshit too. Okay.
You're not hungry. Are you hungry now?
I'm not hungry now. We're
It's not
good.
like you're thinking of
I'm not
Red
starving
Vape double
myself.
cake. Yeah.
Like I said, I essentially eat 6 small meals a day to keep the hunger away.
Yeah. So I tell my patients all the time, you can listen to people with respect who deserve respect, but you don't have to bank on it. Here we show that the research studies are wrong. Right. And she is living proof that not only can you lose significant amounts of weight, 115 pounds, people, you can keep it off. This is 6+ years hence. And look, better than ever, E-double, my friend, Erinn Egbert.
Our full-length videos are available at thegooddoctortv.com.